the other exercise that we had was mode. So what is the mode, guys?
That most frequently occurs.
Most frequently. So if we have arguments, which is the most frequent out of those? So let's define mode. And again, we are going to go with the same concept of arguments. So in this case, what I am going to do is I'm actually going to, if we have, for example, let's add one more value here. If we have, so that we have a mode here, clear mode here. So if we have these values, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 3 is the mode. So what we need to do is, I am going to create a dictionary that will keep this value as the actual value. And it will keep this as the key and the count of this as the value. So I am actually going to count that how many times this 1 occurs, how many times this 2 occurs, how many times 3 occurs, how many times 4 occurs, and how many times 5 occurs. And once I have that, I will keep account of that as a value in the dictionary, and the actual key is going to be the actual number here. And then once I have that, I will just what I'll do is I will just find out where the value is maximum. So let's define that, or let's define that function. So the first thing is I need a dictionary. So let's create an instance of a dictionary, and we are going to call it D. Now, in the arguments, I am going to write a for loop because I want to iterate over all the arguments. So I'm actually going to say, let's say X. Actually, another variable that is very commonly used is underscore. Underscore is generally thought of as a temporary variable. I am not going to use it anywhere else. This is my temporary variable. So underscore, and then I'm going to say in args. Okay. So now I am actually going to iterate over that list. And what I need to do is I will put that value, that value that is going to come from here as the key. And I am actually going to say that the actual value is going to be from the args. Can you count this value? So I'm going to count this underscore value and put that count in this dictionary. Now, once I have this dictionary, actually, you know what? I am just for you guys. I'm actually, just so that we can see it, I'm actually going to print this dictionary so that we can see what the dictionary looks like. Actually, let's just run this for now and just see that what happens. So let's run this, and I'm actually going to call the mode function, and the values are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it should give a dictionary, and it's telling us that the key 1 has a value of 1, key 2 has a value of 1, key 3 has a value of 2, key 4 has a value of 1, key 5 has a value of 1. So we have created this dictionary that tells us what's the count of each value in our dictionary. Once we have done that, all we have to do is find out where the value is maximum. Where is this value 2? So we are going to go over the list. So I'm going to go for key value in dictionary.items. What I want to figure out is if value is equal to max of d dot values, d dot values. We are going to return k, because we don't need the value, we just need the actual key. So that's why I'm going to return the key. For key and value in d dot items, if value v is equal to the max of d values, return the key. All right, return this. We should get this 2 as the value. Oh, sorry, 2. 2 is the value and 3 is the key. So we should get the 3 as the mode for this value.
What would happen if you had two values that occurred twice and no values that occurred more than twice?
Right. So in that case, you will have to do one more step. And one more step would be that you will have to take, you will have to go to the end of the list, find out the value and put the value in another list. And that list you will then take and print both the values. So you will have to do one extra step. I will let you guys do that, and then if you guys get stuck, let me know, and we can even after the class you can send it to me and I can help you with that. But that's something that I will let you guys to try. It's a good point. There could be multiple modes, and if there are multiple modes, you just want it to give you the both modes, not just the one.
What does the star before the args indicate?
Say that again.
The star before the arg.
Yeah,
what does that indicate?
Yeah, it indicates that it could be any number of values. It could be 3, 5, whatever. We don't know how many. Whatever the user gives you is basically what it says. It's a kind of a wild card.
So if we don't include the star, it just assumes one argument?
Correct. If
Okay.
you do not include star or the asterisk sign, it will think that there is only one argument. That
when you nest parentheses, does it have to all be parentheses, or could you nest like brackets and then parentheses within square brackets, like for your if v equals?
Say that again.
So you have max parentheses and then vice parentheses parentheses parentheses.
Yeah.
Is it possible to like bracket or match things with other than parentheses?
No.
Okay.
So the concept of a parentheses, this pair, is that it is a function. So whenever you're calling a function is followed by a parentheses that can take arguments in that parentheses. It cannot be a curly brace or it cannot be a square bracket. It has to be a parentheses. Values is a function. So this pair of parentheses is for values. Max is another function that the outer parentheses are for max.
No, I understand that. I was just thinking about readability of the code, because you can have multiple layers of parentheses.
Absolutely, and that's usually a problem if you're coding in something like this, Jupyter Notebook. But when you actually code generally in good code editors, they will actually color the parentheses a little bit differently. So the inner one would be green and the outer one would be red. So you are able to do it.